Supervisor Murray. Here. Councilperson Smith. Here. Councilperson Furman. Here. And Councilperson Hilton.
Here.
At this time, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. God of creation, we are thankful for the opportunities in our country. Be with us as we do the business of the town of Fremont to benefit all. Be with Jane Towner's family. Her sudden death leaves many, many friends and her family. Her dedication to the community will be sorely missed. Amen.
Before we get started in the reports, I'm sure a few of you are here because you received the paperwork for the reval. To keep it orderly, we're going to wait till comment period and then have you sign in and just come up here and speak. And we have a sign-in sheet. You know, if someone goes and then you'd like to speak after they do, you can sign in quick. Just to keep it orderly so people aren't yelling out. So we'll get going and we'll get to the comment section. First up is a report from Justice Farley. The court audit was completed by Baldwin's Accounting on February 23rd, 2023. The court would like to request a copy of the audit and the monthly minutes with the resolution of the board accepting the audit for the court records. Attached, please find the information related to my monthly submission report to the State Comptroller Justice Court Fund. Next up is from the assessor, Holly Small. The past month has been busy processing exemptions as taxable status date was March 1st, as well as continuing to process monthly transfers, escrows, and other miscellaneous administrative duties for the 2023 tentative assessment roll. I'm continuing to do field review on open building permits as well as doing field review to verify recent sales. Pursuant to section 501 of the RPTL, an inventory notice needs to be published in the town's official paper for 2 consecutive weeks and posted on the bulletin board. I have sent a legal ad to the Evening Tribune and will post at the town hall tomorrow. We are in the last phase of the reevaluation project. All disclosure notices have been mailed and I have 8% scheduled for informal hearings, which will be held over the next few weeks. Once again, if there are any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me, Holly Small. Next up is the Code Enforcement Officer, John Leonard. Final C of O on full building, 70A. Framing of house and garage on 155. Talked about a demo on 70A. Looked at Old Big Creek Road, junkyard. And then no change with that. Came to the case for that with the judge. And then reviewed a permit for 3 grain bins on Rose Hill Road. And checked progress on house addition on County 46, 194 miles traveled. Next up is the Dog Control Monthly Report by Deborah Matthews. 1 unleashed dog, a beagle, no collar on Jones Road. No answer at door. And then unlicensed dog. Visit for unlicensed, unvaccinated on Haskinsville Road. That's pretty much it. Tom, do you have a highway report?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things. You know, we talked about the logging permits here a couple years ago. I was in favor of it. Jeff Moore wanted it too, and nothing was done about it. And I brought up here a month or 2 ago, they were logging on one road, did damage. Now they've done more damage up on the intersection that they're up on Pinchin toward Newsom Road. We're gonna have to spend taxpayers' money to fix that up. We really need something in place so that we know when they're here, who's there, you know, who's doing the logging. I mean, they've ripped the hell out of it up there at that intersection. Or not the intersection, the curve there where it goes from Pinchin down toward Newsom.
Okay.
And I wanted to find out what the status of the letter of credit is, what's going on with that, as far as Babcock and Holmes Road.
We've not received any money. Or no, we did receive money with that. But we need to sit down and finalize that, or,
No, it should be complete. So it was raised.
it was raised.
It was raised another $400 and some thousand dollars.
Yes.
Yeah,
So the board doesn't have to vote on that?
No.
Well, I got a problem with this, because in your email, it says, understanding that regardless of the amount, it's for all roads in Fremont. We do not agree to all roads. That should have read only for the designated roads that you already agreed to, not all roads. So the town shouldn't be accepting that letter of credit until that's straightened out.
And also, aren't you, I mean, we can get into this later, but aren't you fully done with phase one
No, there's still restoration work that has to be done yet.
for the turbines, or?
Yeah, and roads. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay. So that letter of credit's only for phase one?
that's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you'll fix everything, that will be rescinded back to you. And then phase two, we will sit down and
We'll have another,
redo
do it
everything.
all again. That's correct.
I'm waiting to hear something from LaBella. He's got a road guy that's gonna get with me on the damage that's been to the roads to go over them so that they can be made whole with the town again on the damage that they've done on them.
Okay.
So, and
Do you have a time on that? Do you have a time frame on that, Tom?
on the roads,
Yeah, I mean, a time frame when Labella's gonna get back to you?
well, I'm not sure, reading the contract there, it looks like, you just said you're not operational, right?
We are operational.
I thought after you're operational, you were supposed to notify the town, I'm going from recollection, it's like 30 or 60 days that we had to respond. So, I mean, obviously, I don't think they're gonna be going out and looking at the roads right now with the
No.
snow on them, but
No.
I'm gonna send him another email tomorrow to find out, you know, he was gonna send somebody down so we can look at the roads and either figure out some type of a price or what needs to be done with them. So, and I do want to touch on one other thing, Jason, you know, before when you took that Met Tower down on, up on Rose Road, you said that was due to woodchucks that burrowed under it?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, yeah. And I just had one other thing, some of my mail has been being thrown out, some of it's been being opened up. I don't know who's doing it over here at the
I
town.
am. I open all the mail. You want your mail? You got it.
Well, I don't think you can legally open it.
If it comes here to the town clerk, she can open
No, there's gotta be a policy. I already checked with the Association of Towns and the
Okay.
postmaster.
You
There has
got
to be a
your mail.
policy in
I will
place.
give you all your mail.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
it. You know, Sue is kind of doing your job for you with the vouchers.
You guys are the one that took it away from Lee. Lee was doing the vouchers and you guys wanted to take it over, so that's got nothing to do with me. I've got no problem filling out the vouchers. And I had one other question. What's the status with the planning board with this conflict of interest down there? Has anybody looked into that?
Let's talk about that later.
Okay.
Right now is your highway report.
All right, that's it for me right now.
Can we go into, there were trucks towed
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, can you go into details on that?
Well, the roads are softer than heck under there. We had 4 or 5 inches of snow and then ice on top of that and rain. So the snow was so wet. Sean was coming up Canfield Road. You couldn't use the side plow because it was so wet. He got over to the edge and it just sucked him right in. The whole edge collapsed because it was so wet. And then on the 99 Mac, John couldn't get it out of first gear, so he's just limping it back down Lonsberry Road. And he thought he'd plow on the way back. He put the side wing down. It just sucked him off the edge of the road. So that's it.
And Greg, do you have anything from the planning board?
The planning board has no activity. I do have something for the dog control officer though regarding the loose beagle.
Okay,
His name is Sammy, he belongs to Harold Bates.
okay,
She
Gets
knows
out.
that.
He gets out frequently and I take him back.
okay. Have you contacted the dog controller yourself?
No, I will.
Talk about that? Okay.
I will. I'll call him.
Yeah. And then ZBA. All right, moving on to old business. We need to approve the minutes from the regular town board meeting, February 14th.
I'll make a resolution to approve the minutes from the regular town board meeting of February 14th, 2023.
I'll second that. Roll call?
Hilton,
Yay.
Burns, Smith,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstains.
Then moving on to new business, we need a resolution to approve the 2023 fire and ambulance contract. I sent that out to you guys by
I made
email.
a motion.
motion, we approve the fire and ambulance contract for 2023. I'd rather completely do that.
I'll second it. Roll call.
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Hilton.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nay, 0 abstain.
And then, sent the justice audit out to you guys. Do you want me to read the cover page on that? or- On February 23rd, 2023, Sandra Kern and I, Justin Bennett, conducted a justice review of the books and records for Justice Farley in Fremont Town Courthouse. I reviewed the books and records from January of 2022 to December of 2022. Our review consisted of the following. 1, viewing the receipt books to find if the receipts were consecutively numbered. Determine if names and the amounts in the receipts match the ones reported in the Town of Fremont Justice Court reports. 2, viewing the Fremont Town Justice Court reports to verify amounts collected by said justice were reported correctly. Matched each report to checks written to the Town of Fremont to see if they were consistent. 3, viewing the bank accounts of the justice to verify deposits were made and checks cleared for what was on the Town of Fremont Justice Court report. 4, we pull a few random tickets and verify ability to locate information via filing system. We then verify the random tickets to see the amounts noted on ticket match receipts and records. We discovered that the accounts of Justice Farley are accurate to the reports tendered to the board and to the state comptroller's office. The deposits and reporting were in a timely and efficient manner. As always, very happy with how organized her records are. I have enclosed the annual checklist for review of Justice Court records. As a board, you should review, and if you accept my findings, then you should make a board-approved resolution to accept my findings. Then send a copy of the resolution and my findings to the Internal Audit Services for the State Comptroller. The address and information should have been in the letter to the justices about having the books available for records to be conducted. Sincerely, Justin Bennett. And I emailed this to you guys to review. Do you guys have any questions or comments on it? I make a motion to accept the justice audit for 2022. Roll call?
Hilton,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nay, and 0 abstain.
Next up, Councilmember Hilton and Councilmember Burns did an audit of the town clerk's records.
On January 1st to December 31st, 2022, we reviewed all the accounts. All the amounts were verified, and the documents that are on file for what we found. There is an official document that we prepared. It's on file. I make a motion that, I can't do that.
I'll make a motion to approve the town clerk audit by Seth and Carol.
I'll second it. Roll call?
Hilton, abstain.
Yeah.
One of,
Yeah.
one of them are gonna have to. Since I'm sick of that.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Oh, I'll have Seth abstain. Carol, you can A.
I can. Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
and Murray.
Aye.
3 ayes, 0 nay, and 1 abstain.
Did you guys have a chance to review the policies for this month? Okay. Do you want me to read through them, or are we good to? Go through them already? Okay. The first one up is the investment policy for 2023. Were there any questions or comments on that? I make a motion, we approve the investment policy for 2023.
I second that.
Roll call?
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
and Hilton.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nay, and 0 abstain.
Next up is a sexual harassment and discrimination policy.
I didn't find anything to change.
Okay.
I make a motion that we accept that as I was written.
Roll call?
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns, and Hilton.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstained.
Next up is the workplace violence policy.
Didn't need any changes.
I make a motion we accept the workplace violence policy for 2023.
Second.
Roll call?
Hilton,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstained.
Next up is the town hall rental policy. That was May 1st
Yes.
Yeah.
to October 1st.
I have a question. We don't take a deposit on that.
Yeah.
Or is it a fee?
It's a
It's a fee.
deposit and
According
fee.
to the
What
policy,
is-
it's
yeah,
a fee.
it's a fee, but I didn't
They
see
don't
anything
get
about
it
a
back.
deposit. There's a little spot on the bottom that says check if the deposit was received and then paid. So I'm wondering if we need
I
the
can reword that.
deposit as just.
We probably should have a deposit, I would think.
Well, I asked them to give me a deposit to hold it. And then, once that's paid,
How much though?
it's 50.
And then do they pay, you don't pay another 50, right?
No,
Do they get that 50 back?
no.
So it really should be a deposit. Or
Well,
where
it's
is that?
deposit to hold the room.
Right,
I
But it
guess
should
you'd
more
call
just
it
be a
something
fee.
else.
yeah, I think it just should be a fee. You pay it ahead
Just-
of time or ahead of time fee or something, I don't know.
Well, if
I
they
don't-
pay it ahead, that way they,
Right, right. It was just a little confused, it was like there was nothing in the body of it saying that there was deposit, so I wasn't sure. if
to
you
hold the room or something like that.
pay
A
it
fee
or
to hold the
something.
room.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look.
I think just maybe you just take off the deposit thing and just.
Oh,
put it-
okay.
You know, because you have I think there's a date when they pay, right? I believe that
Yeah.
it says.
Okay.
I think you could put something else in there, say you have to pay that.
You wanna
It's a
do
little
this
bit-
next month?
I can see why it is not right the way it is.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it can be, it's just, it was just a little bit.
I make a
I
motion
didn't
that
realize that we were
we pay as it is.
I can look at it for next year.
Okay. I'll second it.
Hilton,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
and Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstained.
Next up is the grievance policy. Are there any changes on that?
I looked it through, it looks okay to me. It's worked good as it is. I make a motion we accept the grievance policy.
Nice. I second that motion.
Roll call?
Hilton,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
and Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstained.
And the final policy, the health emergency plan, that was new in 2020 for the COVID.
I didn't see it.
I thought you saw it, so I didn't, it's not on the website because we just didn't put it on, it's not a law or a policy, it's
It's
our
the
plan.
What we do if there's,
I can send you a
COVID.
copy if you want.
we can take it.
Is that one that we did 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago before
It's
COVID?
basically, we segregate, if there's a COVID emergency again, the guys will come in and, you know, get in their own trucks, stay away from each other.
Okay.
But we can table it if you'd like.
Okay.
You wanna wait?
Yep.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Okay. Then for the retirements, it's a standard workday for elected and appointed officials. It was updated with our terms, and then I added, the highway superintendent to it.